Cheers to
Salud.
This Is Life. You know, we want to help people helping people. We are all here together. Why not be successful? Why not help each other? Why not be something? And there doesn't have to be so much picking and hating and judging. And this is a free judge zone. I don't judge anybody, and you always welcome in here. So
I judge people all the time.
Well, you know what, dude? Cheers to good friends, great energy, and a live chat room in this podcast. Hey, yo, this is life. Thank you, everyone. Newcomers, oldcomers, friends, family. We love you all. Shout the fuck out. If you're afraid to talk to me or if I am too aggressive for you, go fuck yourself. But if you're not and you're interested in talking, please pick up the phone, holler at me. My own experiences, I left at 16. I moved out when I was 16 years old, people. I had 3 jobs, my own apartment, and I had a baby, and I had things to deal with. My husband will tell you, I am a fighter, I am a strong person, and I am Jess. There's nothing less, and he is Rocky, and he never gives me anything less, and that's what's so important. I am so damn blessed to have you as my partner in crime.
Always, baby.
We don't need friends, you know why?
Because
we have each other. Cheers on that.
Cheers on
Salud.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're bugging. Well, I guess.
Can't even take that. Turn your volume off.
Jesus
One of us
Christ.
does that. It's either Nicole or.
A little bit of professionalism.
That's so funny. But that's how you can be in part of the chat. Hey, everybody, it is me, your favorite podcaster on Tuesday night. Even though you did already see Rocky, I know everybody waits for me. Tonight we have a special show. I have my brother Mark here from, I don't want to say the name of the gym, but you're a personal trainer. They can find you on Instagram, right?
Yes, okay. Master of the Universe.
And isn't there a period in between each word? Isn't
yes,
it master
there is.
dot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just no, because Instagram's been fucked up lately where I'm looking for people and they just don't come up. Right. And I follow them or they follow me.
Yeah.
So you want to be very exact for some reason lately with Instagram.
Master of the Universe with a period in between each word.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we also have Mark and Mark. We have Mark from Statement Games. I am wearing a Statement Games tank top. That's because he loves me. You see this? And look how great it looks on me. I mean, you can't miss.
It does look great.
It's amazing. I love the tank top. Thank you very much.
And the
Thanks for having
website.
me. My second time on this show.
Yeah, I love
pumped.
it. I love it.
One,
I love it. I love it. I wanted you a week or two ago, but it was too late. I'm like, can we call Mark? He's like, it's 8:30, Jessica. I'm like, I know. I thought about it last minute.
No, it's a little too late.
If I
for
wasn't
that.
in the city, I would have come. I was actually all right. You know what? I got to catch a train. I'm not sure if I would have been here on time at 8:30, but it would have been close.
Yeah, that's all right. I want to say that I really appreciate you both coming on. We have a lot of different topics that we are going to talk about.
Sick of you both already.
You're not sick. You're not sick. Don't be. I love how every time Mark wants to talk, he's got to pick up that microphone.
It's nice.
It fits him.
It's nice.
You know what I told him to pretend it is?
What?
His favorite thing to bring to his mouth.
Pizza.
Yeah. Pizza. Exactly.
Stop it. Leave my brother alone. That's my baby brother. So great. So we have a lot of great things I want to talk about. First, let's talk about the subject that you had brought to me about that scuba diver.
Yeah.
All right, so a scuba diver, I don't know if you guys heard, in Hawaii, he was hospitalized after his penis had got stuck into a giant clam.
Well, oyster. Right?
No, it says
It's
clam. Giant
Wow.
clam.
Yeah.
He was fucking it.
That's nice.
Well, yeah, obviously. It looks like a pussy, too.
It does.
How else does your dick get stuck in something, Mark?
I mean,
your dick doesn't get stuck in things unless you put it there.
Oh, can we show them or no?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a mistake. He was legit, like, he tried to have, it looks kind of like a vag.
It does.
So a guy swimming underwater in a full scuba gear saw a clam
Stuck his
and said,
dick.
"You know what? I gotta fuck this
I
thing."
gotta put my thing in there, see what it feels like.
It does look a lot like a vagina.
I mean, you know.
It does.
It's a clam. Oh, well, all right.
Listen, we men are savages. I mean, the things that we do.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Growing
so what's
up, I
all right
got a
now
list.
that we're there? What's the weirdest thing that you guys have fucked? I mean, and
I never fucked anything weird. I honestly haven't.
Nothing other than a person?
Well, yeah. I mean, you jerk off and stuff.
Jerk
but,
off,
you know.
but some people use fruit. Some people.
Yeah, no, I've never used an inanimate
fruit,
object.
no
No
animals,
fucking.
no blow up
No
sheep.
fake pussies. None of that.
No blow up sheep.
I've had a blow up sheet given to me for my birthday. I mean, I had a blow
Did
up
you
doll.
use it?
I didn't use it.
Be honest.
I never actually got
No,
Not even out of
bring it home.
curiosity.
I never brought it home.
You know?
I left it on the.
I'm pretty sure I
pool
saw that
table.
at the bar. Yeah,
It stayed at the bar
It
for a
did,
while.
yeah.
I didn't, they felt comfortable there. Mm-hmm. But
So, what was the strangest thing you used?
I mean, I've done everything. I can't imagine what I haven't. But
Have you fucked
What
like
have you-
food?
what have
I mean, not a
used?
clam.
Have you ever fucked food?
Melons? Sure, why
You
not?
fucked a melon? Really? Do you hollow it out the whole way and everything?
No, you didn't hollow anything out.
How do you just fuck it? What do you just keep jamming it in there until there's a dent?
How
how hard does your dick get, bro?
I guess
Jesus.
a
I was
melon.
gonna say maybe a pillow.
Yeah, what do you? Something
We're
soft.
being honest here. We're being honest here, right?
I mean, I could see myself working through a fucking watermelon, but if you're dealing with like a cantaloupe, bro.
It's not a fucking coconut.
Well, yeah, but still,
Oh my god, a
still,
coconut would be
cantaloupe.
horrible.
A cantaloupe could be a little tough.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at the fruits. I guess.
Was it a rotten cantaloupe?
Oh, you're so disgusting.
That's
He
that's
loves
over the
that.
line.
That's the gross
He
part.
loves that. He's like,
I
like
made
when
it
it's
rotten. I always have to bring it to that next level.
It's like the plum that's all fucking bruised up. He's like, why not just take the pit out? It's like a head sucker.
Yeah, I don't know. Jerking off always just seemed good enough for me.
I don't know. Some people, I guess, feel the need to do different things. That to me is a little bit extra.
That is.
That's like the guy that sat on the glass and broke his ass.
That guy's a potential rapist.
That's weird.
And let me tell
You
you
heard
why.
that? Did you see that? The guy
What?
that sat in the glass and his
Oh, you never seen
sat on
One
a
Guy,
glass
One Jar?
What
jar.
happened? Where am I for all
Pull
this
it
stuff?
up.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
But
I get a lot of weird
someone-
stuff. We got to connect.
I had a thing here that I wanted to say because this guy is a rapist or he's like some kind of sexual deviant, and here's why. He was scuba diving. He's like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to go check out some fish. And then he's in the water, and he's like, oh, look at that. There's a beautiful fish. And then, look at that. And then all of a sudden, that looks like a pussy. I got to fuck it. And
Either
he
that
decided.
or he rolled up on it first
No,
and he put
but
his finger
There's a
in.
lot
No,
of stuff
but
going
that's
on.
what
Did
I'm
he
saying.
worry
Touch
about
it?
jaws sneaking
Did he-
up on you and
What
things
kind
like
of
that? I mean,
deviant do you have to be that you go, that slightly
touched it
resembles a
first.
pussy. I have to pull my dick out while I'm scuba diving.
He touched it first. He did,
Well,
like with his fingers, Mark. He was
It's
like,
not
this-
like he was just freelance
Yeah.
swimming. He was scuba diving. He had equipment that he had to take off
That's
to
what
get
I'm
his
saying.
dick out.
Don't you have like a
wetsuit
wetsuit on?
You would think.
I mean, I guess unless he had separate pants to his shirt, which you had. I mean, water would get.
Either way. Either
Look how we're trying
way.
to figure it out. How can he get his dick out? That's what we want to
But
know.
that's what I'm saying. Like he got worked up immediately because it was almost like a pussy. That he
Right.
had to fuck this thing. He
Right.
couldn't wait to get out of the water and go jerk off like a normal person.
That's what I was gonna
He
say.
got
Like I knew-
so worked up that he's seen something, like I said, resembles a pussy and got so worked up that he had to take his dick out and try to fuck it.
Like you can't swim back up to the boat.
Exactly
do
my
your thing
point.
for a
Or
couple
just
minutes
sit
and
in the
jump back
water
in.
and jerk off. You're underwater. No one can even see you. You can breathe. That's the perfect place
you
to
can
jerk
yell
off.
and scream. Ah!
Yeah. That is the perfect place to jerk off.
Yes, violently, like yes. Nobody knows.
Like, what was a sea urchin not around? Like, what is he thinking? Like, you don't know this clam. You don't know what it's capable of.
Where the clam comes from?
Well,
Something may
apparently-
close.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine
Clams
that.
snap shut, some of them. They snap shut pretty fucking hard, too. And now your dick's in there?
Ooh.
So how did he get his thing out?
I guess he just
Did he have-
pulled.
Did you have to get?
Yeah,
Where's the
clam
story?
up
Do you
with
have
him?
the
I
actual story?
have just the clip
Did he
that you
lose his
sent me.
dick?
I have just the clip you sent me. It doesn't have the story on it. It's just the Instagram about it.
Nah.
Steve by Melieve.
Maybe he was with a group. How embarrassing, though.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
How
I mean,
embarrating.
Look how
And
That's
small
the
his
embarrassing
face
he's probably
part.
with his girlfriend or his wife.
unbelievable.
He comes up.
There's no way that
and he's
guy's
holding his
married.
dick, and everyone's
Or-
like, "Oh my
or
God, what
does he have a
happened?"
girlfriend?
Imagine
He has.
Absolutely.
You're not doing scuba diving solo, my friend.
know?
All right,
No,
you're either
he might be with friends.
Yeah,
He's not
you're,
with a
yeah.
wife
I was
or
just gonna
girlfriend.
say.
With a wife
There's
that
no
does
way
that.
you're with your wife
Oh,
and your
people go-
girlfriend.
And
you
just
can
thinking
fuck in
2
the
seconds,
water,
and you're gonna
right?
yeah, and then you're gonna screw a clam.
Hey, have you seen some people's wives?
feet
We
below
talked
the
about
waist
this
or
on
something
Super
like that?
Ugly.
Listen,
We talked about this on
I
Super
had an
Ugly.
opinion about that,
You,
too.
I'm sure you got the friend out there that you look at him and you go, "You poor son of a bitch.
I mean,
You poor
wait,
son of
I
a
have
bitch."
something to say about that too, though. Wait, because I was gonna write in the room, but I just didn't have enough time to write. So yes, I agree that when you get married, you are marrying someone for who they are and what they look like because you're in love with that person.
There we go.
However, okay, coming from somebody who had 7 surgeries in the past year and a half and 3 children and 7 surgeries, not cosmetic. I had issues. I am still a thin and fit woman because I have drive, I have want, and I feel I deserve to look this good at 38 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know any 38-year-olds. I mean, some people, but not many that hold themselves like that.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
What are you writing? What are you writing? What is that?
Hit play, brother.
Oh yes, this is for you,
Oh,
Mark.
this is
All right. Well, what we are putting on is one guy, one jar.
Wait, no, yeah.
Oh,
we
wait, hold on. We gotta turn the sound up.
Oh, it goes on the thing. You listen to this, guys.
All right, guys.
Oh no!
Oh, Mark.
What is going on?
Just wait for it. Oh, yeah, that's what you thought it was. I don't even have to see. I know what happened.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Do you hear that, shards?
Oh my god!
Scraping against each other. Just imagine what that's doing
I
to
can't
the
even look
inside.
at it.
Oh my
I can't even
god!
Just imagine what that is doing to the inside.
Oh,
my.
dude, he's bleeding, man.
Yeah, of course he is. A glass jar broke in his asshole.
He's not making a peep right now. What the fuck?
That's the craziest part. This
He's
man,
silent.
that is panic silence. That's what that is. Like, what the fuck do I do? Fuck. This is worse.
Look at them. They're both like
I
their
bet-
assholes hurt right now.
Again, this is sexual deviant behavior where he didn't even think that this could happen. He was just
It's
like,
a hollow
I need to
jar.
stick this jar in my ass right now.
And he's still filming it. Shut the camera off.
Yes.
Oh, I think he's a little bit more concerned about think about the tiny shards
that are stuck now
Alright,
coming
so-
out of his ass.
that are in
So
that are
he's
stuck in
filming
the
this
skin
right
of his
now. Yeah.
anus.
And he posts it on the internet.
This is all over. This is all over.
This was around the same time as Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah.
Now you've seen that, right?
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
Someone else brought
I
that
love
up.
how every guy, every guy,
Because
I
they
don't give a
thought
fuck.
it was gonna be something hot, and then they start seeing them rubbing that shit through their teeth.
Every guy, because every
Ew.
guy has the same reaction. At first, it's two girls making out, and they're really not even hot girls. They're like sixes at best.
I love his fucking.
And
numbers.
and you're like, all right, a little bit of diet. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Because immediately, well, every guy at the same spot when the shit comes out, every guy's like, oh, why?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's this.
some serious shit.
This one you don't even have to
Literally.
see. Like I've been around this enough that I know the pop sound, and then every reaction, same person. Because at first you're like, weird guy putting a jar in his ass, nothing I haven't seen before, right?
Well, if you hang out with these motherfuckers, you see it all the time.
Listen, in this day and age.
Except with the internet is for porn. Let's be
the
honest.
glasses have a fucking name, okay? We call them glass.
But once that fucking thing pops, because again, like I said, you're
my
not
God.
thinking that. You're just going, what's going to happen? This guy's fucking a jar. This is wild. What's going to happen next? You know, you expect him to like start jerking off and something weird happen. Nope. The bottle breaks in his asshole, and
Well,
now
everybody
blood.
who knows
What's
this, hollow would be already if he had a cap on it, it would have never broke.
He did have a cap on
No,
it.
he did not have a
Yes,
cap
he
on
did.
it.
Has
It was
a yellow cap.
He had a
It wants
cap
to go
on
in
it.
his
There
ass.
was?
Yeah.
I thought there was no cap.
No,
on
it was the
cap.
dude.
I was
His
paying that
asshole
much
clenched up
attention
so
to the
much.
detail.
The crazy thing is that he wasn't even excited. Like
His
what
dick was
is-
soft, yeah.
What is
Yeah.
going through his mind?
Money?
I don't-
Maybe
I don't
he thought
know.
he'd get
Money?
rich and famous.
Almost like the same stuff that was going through the guy who stuck his. cock
All
in
right,
a
here's the
clam.
story. There's a story here. Wow, I've never knew this.
Go.
Okay, details of the site's history are vague. However, it is believed the one man, one jar video originated in California. Was produced by a middle-aged ass-stretching fetishist on his home video camera. The video depicts a guy. We all know what it does. It breaks. The rest of the video shows blood, removing glass. Fortunately, the star of the video survived. Fortunately, the star of the video survives.
Survives.
Oh my
You gotta
God.
love this writer. The
I
jar
can't.
does not kill the man, but do not try this at home.
Holy shit.
Good to know.
That was a mason
All right.
jar.
That was
a
wicked.
mason jar.
Oh yeah. It's
it
one of
was.
those things you drink, your
Yeah.
rum out of in a hipster bar in Brooklyn.
What the fuck?
yeah,
Hipster
yeah, right.
bar in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I
they
would
know what
think
I'm
more
talking
like
about.
A pub
They
or
know.
some shit.
No. Pubs give you fucking mugs and shit. They're good places. You go to a hipster jar in Brooklyn, you're drinking out of a fucking a peanut butter and jelly fucking jar.
All right, so here's something really fucked up. So you know how people like donate sperm?
Like a hat.
All right, this
you know?
guy they call. Are you ready, Mark?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Go.
This guy they call the Sperminator.
Oh.
He has 50 baby mamas, all right, all over, and because they can tell you where your sperm goes,
Yeah.
he just impregnated a homeless 18-year-old girl from Harlem.
I thought she was older than that.
Nope.
She was only
homeless,
18?
18-year-old.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Well, I guess it's not his choice.
However, he is a.
How did she get
how does
the
an
sperm
18-year-old
donation?
a homeless 18-year-old
It
walks
says
into a sperm bank and
homeless
was like,
18-year-old from Harlem maybe she's homeless after she got pregnant. Like maybe something happened.
Oh,
I don't
now
know.
she's homeless. Yeah, that could be.
So,
it.
all right,
But
so
even still, at 18, who's like, let me go get
he's
inseminated.
43 and he's a math professor, right? So I'm thinking either maybe he's picking up girls on the side, but no, he really
fucking
donates.
students.
Yeah.
He donates. That's what he does now.
Does he get money for this?
Yeah, he gets.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
you get paid to donate
Sure.
sperm. Yeah, don't think.
Why am
about
I
it.
just hearing about this now?
I got the
you make-
fucking
you make-
genetics of a god.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Yeah, they do actually give you money.
I have great sperm. I never miss.
Motherfucker. My whole thing with it is you have 50 baby mamas.
Yeah, but none of those
What
kids
if-
are his.
Right, no, they're not his by being in his family, but what if one day they go, I'd like to know where I came from?
Yeah.
Then
And then
sure.
he's got
Didn't they
fucking
make a
kids
movie?
looking
Didn't
for
they
him.
make a
Yeah,
movie?
they did a Vince Vaughn movie like
Vince
that.
Vaughn? Yeah.
Yes.
The Delivery Man.
Yes, right. So, I mean, doesn't that like,
Hey,
I mean, I guess the
I
lifestyle
mean,
if
you
you're
have 50
single.
kids out there.
But-
Yeah, that's a little disturbing.
you know what? For him, it's like, dude, it's out there. I can make a buck.
What if
Whatever.
they meet each other
Right,
and they
right,
fuck
right.
each other
I'm almost
and their
there.
family?
I'm sure that's probably happened where the daughter ran into the
Does
dad
it
or
say
something.
why
Yeah.
he does this? Like,
'Cause
I
it-
mean, he's
For money. He gets paid. He donates for money. That's what he does. He donates sperm.
not
can
because he's
Google
got
that?
like the
I'm gonna
superior
send you the article on
good looks or
How much-
Oh,
because
no,
he's
he's-
super
he's not handsome.
intelligent
He's
and
not
this is the
handsome at
type
all.
of
Yeah,
sperm
no.
that women are looking for.
No.
No, I'll
And
post
his
it on.
sperm is like high in demand.
It's on
He-
Twitter right now if
he
you guys
just
want to go
goes-
check it out.
See, desperate
The
women
Sperminator.
just want to get
How
pregnant.
much?
And if they,
But why are they picking
Mark's
his?
looking it up.
What?
How much
Why are
do you
they
get
picking
for
his
donating
sperm? Like, don't women have like a choice of what type of sperm
Yes,
they're
they'll
taking?
go through the pic.
they'll
like,
go through the book and maybe
yeah.
hit, because he's a teacher and
That's
stuff
it?
like
I guess
that.
because he's a professor or stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's the
It's
dead
smart.
giveaway.
It's smart
all right,
guy.
you know?
Yeah, money,
Yeah.
smart guy driven. Of course, they want that type of background. I guess.
Healthy
You know?
men can earn up to $1,000 per month.
Yeah, Mark. No joke.
No shit.
Third
You
income.
didn't know that?
Babe, where
No,
do we go?
$1,000 a month. I thought they give him like $50 or something.
$50 at the time of donation.
You know
but
what though?
Get 20
hold on.
when the sample
Hold
is
on.
released.
You do have to remember this though. That
Oh,
kid
all right, so
is
you-
yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you live with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I know you. You're a good dad. You wouldn't be able to live with that. You'd be like, I need to be in this kid's life.
Yeah.
That's the whole moral part of it. Is everyone's
Like the
quick to go
morals now.
thousand
I don't know about
bucks.
morals here, but
Everyone's quick to go $1,000. Yeah, I'll go jerk off.
But true,
But
you
you're
gotta
forgetting
think
about
about
the
that.
part that you're basically giving up your child for adoption.
Yeah.
Is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
which is not an easy thing to do. Coming from me, who did it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, it's not easy.
But
to
it's
do.
not like that anymore. It's this day and age. It would be two probably gay women trying to have a child.
Right.
Or-
Pretty
Yeah,
much, right.
that's a
I
good
guess,
or
right.
like, you
Yeah,
know,
and what if
someone
they're one
trying
of
to-
those hardcore ones and they don't want nothing to do with a man in their kid's life?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy. Those kids are gonna be tortured. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Nothing
yeah.
against lesbians. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, of course.
and-
nothing
and
against-
The
Hi.
culture
Please.
today is crazy.
Just so everyone knows, not everybody is a lesbian that goes to the donors.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that
Well,
up.
he made it almost general that it's only lesbians. He like made it like it's
Only the
exclusive to
lesbians.
lesbians. You know?
Mark, do you have children?
Not that I know of.
No children. All right. So this next subject, you really can't give an opinion on because you're not a parent.
Well, he can.
However, it'd be good as an outsider.
Sure.
So let me tell you what happened. So this mom took her daughter on her 13th birthday to get her highlights in her hair, and the mom, of course, is excited. She's excited, actually, and to look at it, it came out beautiful, very discreet.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with this, okay? Nothing wrong with that, right, babe?
No.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you can see this far. If not, I'll post it on my page, the article, so you can read it. This girl was so excited. Her dad and her stepmother picked her up for the weekend. And when she came home, the daughter's head was shaved.
That's right. I remember this
The
story now.
father, this is about 2 months ago. There's a big
So the
whole bunch
parents
of
are
lawsuits.
divorced.
Yep, the father
mom-
and the stepmother shaved her head because they
my.
said she looked too mature and that she didn't check with them first.
Hey, not for nothing though. The dad had
It's
every
child
right to.
abuse.
You know what? You made a drastic life change in our daughter's life without consulting me. Without consulting
So
me.
you could shave her head and not deal
Hey,
with the mother.
I'm doing the same thing.
Wait,
I'm making a drastic life change too.
listen to me.
Why is hers okay?
Did he force her to
Now
shave
again.
her?
They
Yeah, of
forced
course-
her
yeah,
to
of course
shave
he
her.
did.
They
Yeah,
forced
yeah,
that's
her.
short.
Of course,
They
yeah.
cut it off.
No,
Look
Mark,
at this.
what 13-year-old girl's going, yep, I want the bald look.
She
Look
look
what they did
well.
to
I mean,
her.
this day and age, she looks like Captain Marvel. with
Look,
that short
that's what he
haircut.
did. This to this. And again, I'm not saying you don't say, hey, next time you're going to color our daughter's hair, talk to me.
Right.
But to shave your. She's got to go to school.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
asshole.
That's
little
how
much.
much he hates his
But-
ex-wife.
Yeah, that's
You
He hates
asshole.
his
That's
the
ex-wife
problem.
that much
That's so
that he was like,
fucking sad.
"You're gonna do this. Well, now watch what I do to her hair." And
Yeah.
he shaved her head to spite his ex-wife. That's
Yeah.
why he did it.
Listen,
I mean, I like the long hair. She looks nice.
she looks pretty.
I mean, I'm sure she looks nice too with the short hair. but
Right.
I thought
I
the
think
kid
it's.
looked nice and.
It looks pretty,
I
and
think it's definitely,
No.
obviously, like Rocky said, it's crossing boundaries because people are always trying to hurt the other person.
through the kids.
You know, and
through the
I
fucking
deal
kids.
with it today.
We
I
both
I
deal with it. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, and they only hurt the children.
That's true.
Like you said, she's gonna have to go to school, and a lot of the kids aren't gonna understand that, and
Yeah.
they're gonna wind up teasing and so on, and it's harder on the kids than the
I'm
adults.
also surprised.
And what's funny,
that
too-
you're not 8. You're
You're
13.
13. She just turned to a teenager.
I would have ran out the fucking house.
I mean,
yeah,
what
I'd
are
be
you
like,
kidding
"You're not
me?
catching me.
I
I'm
would have
gone."
went nuts if
But-
my mom tried shaving my head or.
But
something
the
like
funny
that.
thing
But
about
that's-
the divorced dads is that no matter what, in the ex's eyes, we are demons and the devils.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
when in
that's true.
reality, all we want to do is be with our kids.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Like we don't want anything else
It
except for
doesn't
you to
matter,
leave me
yep.
alone and let me be with my kid. And they always have
Everything's
to just.
malicious. Well, you know, again,
Everything's
the
got a
women
fucking,
have-
a
the women
backup
get
to it.
scorned. The women get scorned. Okay, and I'm not saying that it wouldn't bother me if I was in that situation, but when I got involved with Rocky, he was mid-divorce, and it was, you know, it just happened. And no matter what I do, I'm the old girl that took over. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's hard when you're those kind of people. What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. Kick
Out.
her out. Bye. No. So, you know, it gets to a point where you have to know there's like there's a line. There's got to be a fucking line. There's got to be a line, right?
Yeah, but that's the problem is the
If you don't
legal
like-
system. Here's the thing: is if the legal system steps in, then everyone's going to complain that they're invading too much and they're being too much of the decision maker in a relationship. And then when they pull out and they leave it up to the parents fucking torture themselves and they torture the kids.
It's horrible.
People
it's very sad.
are not mature enough to deal with the separation.
No, here's the thing.
Does it say how old the parents are?
What?
Does it say how old the parents are?
Yeah, they're older. Let's see. Hold
How old
on.
are you, Rocky? You deal with it.
We're 30.
I'm 37. I
I'm
will
35.
be.
I deal
Yeah.
with it. It's-
But here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
it's just hard. I mean, these
This
people
is
made this
that's the
decision.
father and the stepmother.
oh my goodness, she's hideous.
Oh, of course she is. But I mean, that's the mom and the daughter. They went together.
Oh, they look the same age.
They went together.
They look
that's-
nice.
that's
Well,
cute.
okay, exactly. It does not look strenuous. Listen, she didn't give herself a mohawk and get a fucking tattoo.
It's nice.
She put highlights in her hair. Like, for a 13-year-old girl, that's big. You know,
Yeah, but
you're a
highlights
teenager
aren't
now.
even highlights aren't even like
No, and they were nice.
aggressive.
Yeah, but he's
Exactly.
acting like she made her hair blue.
Like what you do is aggressive,
Right,
But
right.
it's beautiful,
Right,
you know? I mean,
right. Well, what are you saying? Because I give Valentina purple highlights and she's 4? Are you
I do.
judging me?
No. I think it's great. I think it's awesome because it allows for that freedom of expression and to understand.
hair is not that
it's
big
not
deal,
all
you
black
know?
and white. You
Right,
don't have
of
to have
course.
black, blonde, brown. Like,
Right.
you can have color. You can do things like Jeffrey puts blue in his hair. I think it's great.
Lewis has blue right now and red.
And red.
The thing is, though, I feel like we're very artistic people, Mark.
Right.
So we creatively, I talk through hair, tattoos. That's
Yeah.
That's how I speak. My Anna's like that, and you know, Lewis is starting to like color, and Rocky's like Valentina is like so into just dancing and singing in the. So why not support my child? I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a purple stripe. She's not asking me to shave her head at 4.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about what you're actually mad about. They're not mad about that. That bitch got jealous. She gets jealous of the
Right.
ex-wife
Right.
and the relationship that the ex-wife has with her own fucking daughter.
And I can hear the fucking girlfriend in his ear going,
Yep.
"Can you believe that bitch fucking changed her
Let me
hair?
tell
She
you
didn't even
something.
call you. The nerve of that
I
fucking
promote-
just prodding him." So finally, he's like, "Shut the fuck! All right, we're gonna shave her head. Shut the fuck up.
You know what?
Shut
So
up."
I promote
Women are the
number
worst.
one, my son's mother. I promote her. I promote his time with her. I promote him loving her because that's his mother. And no matter what I am, I've been with Lewis for 7 years, but no matter what I am to him, that's his mom, that's his dad. You don't disrespect either one. To talk bad about the other and do those things, you're really just hurting that child.
Yeah, you're
You're
absolutely
forcing that child to make a fucking choice, and that's not fair.
Well, that's what most women in divorce do, though.
It's
They
not your-
use the child as leverage and
Yeah.
against you instead of just worrying about, let's just get this over with.
You know what? If I wasn't involved watching my brother go through what he goes through with his 2 and going through what you're going through with you know yours, I have genuinely seen the courts completely go with the women.
It's-
Just
oh,
because
it's-
it's mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not because it's the best thing for the kid, but because it's mom and they feel bad. Mom needs help. Blah blah blah. everybody needs fucking help. It should be a 50-50 thing. I don't understand. You both made that baby.
Yeah, I mean, and a couple of years ago, I went through a totally different situation with Carlo 10 years ago as I did with Jeffrey. And, 3 years ago.
2 different
years ago,
states also, though, right?
True. Yeah,
Okay.
and New York and myself with Jeffrey wound up with a complete 50-50 split.
New York, I have to give it credit, as far as divorces go, are one of the better states to get a
Yeah.
divorce in because
50-50.
they're fair, 50-50,
Yeah.
and it's no fault
They're for
for
men's
the
rights,
for the
too.
And that's the thing.
for the marriages. It doesn't matter what either one of you did. It's a no fault, and that's it. No one's at blame.
Yeah.
And
Both
the
fucked up.
And the biggest reason is they don't use judges right away. They go through a counselor. So when you first go for your separation or your custody, they'll put it in front of a counselor and try to
Do it without going to the courts.
exactly and try to without going to like you can still use a lawyer and you can still figure out your boundaries, but at the same
And what's
time
funny,
they're putting the kids' rights first.
I bet you did what everybody does at that beginning stage. Everyone goes, no, it's fine. We're gonna work it out. We got the mediator.
Yep.
Everything seems. It's gonna be good. The courts? What?
Absolute-
No, but this
every
will be
time.
done in like 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 years later.
2 years. Fuck.
Yeah,
It's
I
that
know.
big of a process where you start down, you start,
bad.
all right,
Let me
we're gonna
tell
work
you,
these
it
things
was
out.
2 years, but I
'Cause it's back
definitely
and
helped
forth.
it move forward because
Yeah.
I did shit on my own.
Well,
I was like, oh, you're not
yeah.
moving out? I'll pack for you.
But this is
At
what happens.
point did you realize, all right, you know what, this is not.
No, because this is
gonna
why.
be
You go,
a simple
okay,
process.
this is what I want. This is what she wants. Okay? Then you start itemizing things in the house. Okay? And you start going,
That was good.
Well, no, fuck you. That's mine.
Blue
and
plate.
then, well,
Blue
no,
plate.
fuck you.
Blue
That's
plates.
mine. And now you're literally having lawyer sessions for them to go, here, look, this is what they came back with. And then you go, oh, no, fuck all that. This is what I want, and I'll budge on this.
Yep.
And then they go back to them, and they go, here's what he said. And then 2 weeks go by, and you come back and go, okay,
Yeah.
they accepted this, but they want this, and they're going to change that.
It's
and
annoying as
and
fuck.
you do that for months. For months,
Yeah.
you fucking do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And all the while, the lawyers are getting rich.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm in the wrong
True.
profession here,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, right?
It's a shame. It's a shame that the system's set up that way. And I think that it goes all the way to people just not taking responsibility. I mean, you have to coexist with somebody, unfortunately, or you're going to pay a fortune.
People are too quick to give up on marriage. That's the problem. Everybody's so quick to get a divorce. And trust me, some marriages absolutely deserve a divorce. But some people just are like, it's been rough for a few months. This ain't working out. We need to get a divorce.
Well, some people
What?
jump in also. Let me tell you, some people are dating for a year and then they get married. And I go, why? You don't even know that person yet. Him and I were together for a year and a half. Then we moved in together. Then we were together for 3 years.
Yeah.
We had Valentina. And then I said, let's have a baby first. I could have done it the traditional way, got married first. But I said to myself, let me live with him. Let me have a baby with him. Then let me see if I should marry him. Because that's a lot
but we
more.
both already
Yeah,
knew
that's
what was,
That's a
you know,
lot
where we were
more.
going.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's a lot more of a
Absolutely.
commitment
Absolutely.
when it comes down to it. And who wants to put that kind of devotion
It's
into
the
something?
time. People don't want to.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
is
well, hold on.
everyone
Let me
wants it
just
now.
explain
Everybody
that
wants it now.
situation a little bit better, just so people don't think that that's how like it. There was always like, we're gonna have the baby and then get married. It's not like we were like, hey, we'll have this baby. Let's see what happens.
No,
you
no,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
I was
yeah,
engaged.
no,
I
yeah.
was
The plan
engaged.
was to always get married,
Yes,
and you
but
know,
I felt having
yeah.
her first. I'm like, I'm.
She sometimes words things where people might misconstrue it. You know?
Oh, that's true. And then they'll say
Or-
horrible, weird thing. Of course, I'm married. But no, for real though, that where you're at that point where,
Yeah, I think that's just relationships for today. People don't give time to get to know someone. People don't know themselves.
People
Right.
are disposable nowadays.
They are.
People are so quickly disposable. You know why? Because I can pick up my phone
That's the
and
social
find
media.
30 more of you.
That's right.
there's
Guess what?
Too many
You won't
options.
blow me. I'll find 30 girls that will in
Yeah,
the
they
next
all these,
5 minutes.
All these things you could just swipe left, swipe. Let's meet up. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
That's true.
I feel like society in general, like when we were younger, Mark, you'll say we played with the sticks. We walked down to the power lines. We fucking climbed up the crabapple tree. We started fires in the neighbor's lawn. We, walked down the street in fucking pillows and blankets.
Hung out with melons.
Yeah. But, we did things that's like kids that now
Good
at
callback.
10, 11, 12, 13, they're at the mall. They're changing
They're
numbers.
not at the mall.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah.
They're not at the mall. Kids?
yeah.
No, they're at home. Kids don't leave their house.
No, there are some kids that hang out at the mall. I see kids walking around. I'm like, how old is that girl? 14, 13? She's walking around with the fucking shorts. Her asshole's hanging
Yeah,
out.
the girls my age, when I was that age, were walking around in slutty little schoolgirl skirts and shit
I
like
don't
that.
know about that. I mean, I
do.
don't know. Actually, I never went out, so I don't know.
I do.
when
you
I was
know,
allowed out, it was because I
Little
left.
shorts.
It's the whole change of culture that people don't have to go anywhere to connect with millions of people.
And here's the example. Look how people treat the strangers they interact with online. Horribly.
Horrible.
Absolutely.
You don't even
Oh,
know
yeah.
somebody,
Horrible.
and the things
And-
people say.
If you think that doesn't now turn into your life,
Right.
you know what I mean? Where now people, again, because these are disposable people on the internet. I don't know you. Fuck you. Your mother's a cunt. I hope she dies. You know, people will say that shit without even thinking twice about it.
Absolutely.
You would never say that to someone on the street. But in your personal relationships now,
Right.
that you are knowing these people, like the internet.
You carry that energy.
And they're also disposable because fuck you. I'll find another one of you.
Right.
You're not special.
Right.
Because the internet has opened that window of there's literally a million of you out
Which
there.
comes
Yeah, you're
along
right.
with, again, lazy parents
Yeah.
who go do this.
Right.
Go do that. My husband's a gamer, and Anna's a gamer. Just give me the bottle, baby. Anna's a gamer, you know, and Lewis, they all love their video games. And don't get me wrong, I don't play video games. Val doesn't play I don't mind it. But after about 2 hours, hello, come hang out and watch a movie. And they don't have to like it. I don't give a shit. You don't make the rules. Get your own house, and then you make your rules.
And I'm a gamer too, and I'll even
I
tell
have
them, you
this,
know, I'll
too.
be like, that's it, you're
I'm
done.
gonna- I got this.
Because I don't game like that though. Like
No.
where I'll game for an hour
it's
and then
true.
that's enough
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah.
My son's the only one that gets tight.
Yeah.
He'll look at me. I'll be like, look, Lewis.
Lately not though.
No.
Yeah,
I'll say,
lately
look,
not.
you get up in the morning. The first thing you do is feed your turtle, open your blinds, and make sure you spray her water, spray her lettuce. Then you can play till we wake up. When we get up, you have breakfast and you hang out for a little bit. Then you can go in the mid-afternoon for 2 hours, 3 hours, and they'll say, come on, let's go watch it. I'm a big family person. We were family. All we had was each other.
And don't get me
You
wrong,
know-
he's still getting 4 to 6 hours a
Oh,
day
of course. And at
of
night,
gaming.
when
You
know what I
Valentina
mean?
goes to bed at 10 o'clock, he can play till 1 in the morning. My son's going to
Yeah.
be 10, but I'm like, it's a weekend. Stay up. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
He's just playing his game. But I give him the time, but also then he's outside. Then he's in the pool. Then they go on the trampoline. Then him and I will go to the store. He is interacting because I can't live like that. That's not me. I never
Right.
was like, I didn't have a TV in my room until I was probably in 9th grade.
I can't remember not
If we
having
got a TV, then right
Yeah.
night, and we had intercoms for a minute, but then my dad quickly took those away. So Mark and I here, we were closet to closet. We made a hole in the wall, and we would stick notes through the wall at the middle of the night when we would get in trouble. But really though, we would be like, my dad go, you have nothing to do? Go outside, or I'll give you something to do. There's bathrooms that got to be cleaned. There's laundry to be folded. That was my dad. You don't like being in the house? Then fucking go outside.
Yeah.
I don't care if you play with rocks. Go outside.
See, we just didn't want to be in the house because
Yeah.
parents were there.
yeah, but
We
you
wanted-
had a different life. I was not
No,
allowed
but
out
even
like
my
you.
friends, they wanted to get away from their parents also. I can't do mischievous shit with you around, you
Right,
know?
right.
I want to go smoke cigarettes and, you know, throw
Yeah.
rocks at cars and shit.
My dad was
You're not
like
going to approve
porch
of this.
or in the court. So
No.
I was like 16 in the court, Jessica. And I'm like, I'm out front of the house. My dad was like, you don't leave the court. I'm like, what the fuck? But that's
And
who
here
he
I
was.
am at 9 years old walking
Walking the
around Lake
streets.
Ronkonkoma.
Never, but you know what though? Wait,
Dude,
he wasn't.
we went everywhere.
Yeah,
He wasn't
I went
like that though
everywhere.
until we
Everywhere.
moved.
Everywhere.
Right? When we left our little neighborhood that was pretty empty, that Revello Avenue was empty. We
Yeah.
only had the few houses and it was all woods.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed over it anyway.
We were
Too young.
allowed outside. My dad and my mom didn't say shit. We didn't have fence. We fucking walked around the front yard, crossed the street, wherever. Now, you got to worry about so much. Pokemon
crazy.
Go has pedophiles following kids around. You know,
That's
this
crazy,
is
yeah.
the life. Like,
Well,
it's not like that anymore.
know,
Maybe
We had-
skate or die, Cap.
We have a lot of issues with this internet. You know, I mean, it opens up this broad perspective for kids to conversate with people,
Strangers.
strangers.
And
Yeah,
they
that
don't know.
could be a 40-year-old man.
And I had this issue with Jeffrey recently. He was talking to this one guy who wound up being
On
a kid, a
PlayStation
teenager.
or
Yeah,
on-
PlayStation.
Okay.
And he was a 12-year-old kid.
I check Lewis's shit all the time.
Yeah.
But it sound like I was looking at their messages and I'm like, who the fuck is- I love you. Like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is
What?
saying-
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And their kids go, oh, I love you. See you later. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I'm like,
And
that's
that's
fucking.
just their way of
So
saying they goodbye
then-
and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
weird.
so I got on.
Yeah,
without-
who the fuck
as
is this?
Jeff,
Yeah.
and the kid came on, and I was like, "Are your parents home?" And the parents came on, and we were video chatting.
That's
and
good.
I was like,
Smart,
and
yeah.
I then I saw that the kid was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was a
But
young
you
kid.
don't know. Let me-
And I was like, this is kind of weird. I was like, and you guys need to talk to him about that kind of language
Safety.
because that's not fair or nice or good for kids.
Now-
and so
Have you stumbled upon them watching porn yet?
no.
No.
Well, you know what? Carlo, obviously, yes. But Jeffrey has some older friends in development.
That's what I mean.
And they were putting stuff on his. They were using, because the other kids aren't allowed to have.
using his fucking thing.
Yeah.
They weren't. And so now they're talking to girls on his PlayStation, on his phone. They're sleeping over to hang out. And so now none of the older kids are allowed to sleep over anymore. Because
That's
Jeffrey's
what's harder
like,
with
oh, my friend's
influencers.
coming to play. And it winds
Let
up
me tell-
being Jeffrey falls asleep and other kids fucking
Yeah.
around.
And they're on
with his-
Pornhutb and shit.
Oh my god.
So, you know,
Like, you know,
pretty
that's-
that's
first
pretty
I-
creative
No,
by
I
the
know.
older
Ballsy
kids,
too,
man.
though.
Yeah.
What are they cranking while Jeff's sleeping? Like, what are
Back
they
when we
doing?
had it, it was
That's
a
weird.
broke up
Guts, man.
screen, remember? We didn't even get Playboy. We got like the scrambled, so you could maybe see a tit every
No,
once in
but
a while.
that's the problem
Oh,
for
I had the box. I
for
had the
boys.
Space
That was
Jam,
the
man.
best
I
back
was
then.
in, I was in.
It was like more to the imagination.
And for boys, like growing up today, like the one thing I want my son to do is stay away from porn on the internet because
much
it's
as
gonna
possible.
It's gonna ruin him.
Because there's so much, and there's so much information that you gather immediately. And for a 9-10-year-old boy, you're not supposed to see some of this
Right.
It
shit.
desensitizes everything that you're going to need.
And it
or
normalizes
attach it.
things.
Right.
Absolutely.
I didn't know about nothing. I didn't know about anything like literally about sex until I had sex and I was 16.
But
But I
say-
didn't know anything about it because we didn't have TV. I couldn't watch MTV.
But say
right?
they stumble upon like fetish porn, right?
Yeah.
And now they're
Yeah.
watching, these fetish porn videos, and now they think that's what
That's
sex
normal.
is and that's what love is.
Right.
Because a 10-year-old doesn't understand.
Right.
These are workers getting paid to do it to entertain
Yeah, acts,
adults.
yeah. Right.
Okay. They think these two are in love, and this is what mommy and daddy do.
Right. No, but also then they expect their girls to do that. Girls
And,
don't do
yeah.
that.
And now
You know?
also,
Well,
you're a 12,
a good
13-year-old
wife will.
kid, and you ask a 13-year-old girl, take a fucking dildo and jam it down my throat while you finger my butthole. You know what I mean? And she's like, what? No. And then tells the whole school, now you're the creepy fucking sex weird kid.
Wait. Did this happen to you?
No.
Oh,
But
I'm just asking.
Hypothetically.
All right, I'm just asking.
back in my day, there was nothing wrong with a dildo getting jammed down your throat and your butthole getting fingered. You know?
No, but for real though, you think about it, like back then it was so much harder to actually see things because now there is so much out there. And I feel that a lot of the problem is not just the kids, but it is the bored parents or the lazy parents who don't want to sit down like,
Yes.
all right, look, Anna, my daughter's going to be 20. All right, wants to be a police officer, NYPD. She's in school for criminal justice. She is a good girl. But I had to, last year, right before prom, it was actually a year and a half ago, I had to play investigator gadget. I found her talking to someone. We had the same phone thing. So on my phone, I could see her texts. I could see her calls. And I had seen messages from Minnesota was the thing. And I heard her talking. Anyway, she was talking to this guy on the internet in Minnesota who told her he was like a nice rich man. He's a young kid. He's interested in coming to meet her. Minnesota. So now, first of all, what's wrong with you? You can't find someone in your own fucking state. You asshole.
That's
Number
flag
one.
right there. That's
Number
flag number one
Number
right
two,
there.
Yeah.
You going out of
number
state
two-
to find ass,
You got
there's
money.
something
You
else
got money.
going on.
I'm this man. I got money. Now you need to find someone in New York. You can't find someone in Minnesota. You got money and you're a good guy, right? So anyway, she makes plans for him to come. He buys a plane ticket. Okay, I'm like, he'll tell you, I'm like that sixth sense. I'm not psychic, but I know when my fucking kids are being sneaky. You know why?
She does.
Because
She's good.
I was the sneakiest motherfucker. He'll tell you, I used to jump the back fence and he'd throw food over so I had something to eat while I was out. Not joking. I was the sneakiest kid ever. So when my kids do shit, I look at them and go, do you know who the fuck you're talking?
And I know when they're
jumped
lying.
off a second story to go to a party and climbed up the fucking, one of those, the water
Chalice,
thing.
whatever it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
and my father sat in my bed as I climbed through my window and he went, you done? Like I've done it all. So when my daughter she was keeping her phone in her pocket all the time instead of having it on the table. And I'm like, what's that? So I said to her, I'm like, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. You want to tell me what's going on? Because I already know. So if you don't tell me right now, I'm shutting shit down.
You're a crazy bitch.
And she literally looked at me and she was like, well, I just started talking to, I said, give me the fucking phone. I did the Google Maps. He told her he had his own house, his own smoke shop, all this beautiful stuff.
Guy lived in a fucking
In a trailer house,
with
like
a
in a
shitty-
trailer park home, like a trailer.
Yeah.
Had a beat up Maxima, told he drives a sports car. Sent her a picture of a sports car, not of him in it, and she believed him.
So then what does Dad do?
Yeah.
Dad picks up her phone and gives a ring a ding. And he answers, expecting it to be her. He's like, hey. And I go, hey. So, you planning on coming to New York? I go, if you get off that plane, I'll be waiting for you. And you'll never fucking leave this state. And he's just like, I go, do you understand me? He's like, yeah, sorry. I go, and just hung up.
How old was he?
23. And my daughter was just turned 18.
A little weasel of a kid too. Oh, I would have wiped the floor
He
with
looks
this
like
fucking little shit.
he looks like an Oriental Michael Jackson. I'm being honest with you.
I would have
But either way,
murdered
though,
this kid.
either way, when I did, because when I said to her, like, let me know, and she said that, I called him myself first, and I said, what's your name? And he was like, hello. I said, I'm gonna give you one more fucking chance to start talking before I get on a plane from New York and come to fucking Minnesota. You don't know who you're playing with. Wrong kid, wrong fucking family. If you hit my daughter up again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You'll be 6 feet under when your parents are looking for you here in New York. Matter of fact, I'm calling your fucking parents. I looked them up on the internet. Thank you, Google. I called his
found
house.
the parents?
Called his house, left a voicemail. It was some woman on the interview. They can leave a message. I said, I want to let everybody know in this house that your son is calling my daughter, who is 18, just turned 18 in New York, trying to fly out here to meet her. I left this long message. If he comes here, he will not come home.
Could you imagine being that kid from Minnesota? Now, this is why I say that, because he's from Minnesota, and maybe he's like a tough guy there. He could be. Didn't seem like it, but he could be. The second you have that New York accent going, you motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking come there and I'm gonna beat your
And that's
fucking
exactly
face.
how I
You
said it.
stupid fucking, do you understand? I don't give a fuck who you are. In the rest of the country, they hear that and they go, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Whatever stops this. Whatever stops this, please.
The night that his plane came up, we had Richie, John, right?
Yeah.
You, me. We were legit going to go to the airport. No joke. And then I said to myself, I don't think he's going to get off that plane.
No, there was no way.
I mean-
when I hung up with him, he was like, I understand, and sorry, and I just hung up on him.
Yeah, I think that we pretty much put it down. But however, they had planned to go to the prom together. He got a hotel room to take my daughter to her prom and then go back to a hotel room. My daughter told me she was going to stay out with her girlfriend, and I believed her.
We had the room booked and everything for her and her friend.
Grandma paid for it as her graduation gift to have a hotel room with a girlfriend. We got her PlayStation ready. They were going to hook them. After prom, there was no party. They were going to go to Applebee's and then go across the street to the hotel.
That's right. There's no party.
There's no parties really anymore.
Where did you go?
Can't do crowd.
Where did you go? Baywatch?
West Hampton.
You didn't go to Baywatch? Yeah, in the Hamptons. We're right next to the beach bar.
The hotel that
Hampton
was,
Bay,
we had the whole thing.
I
It
wasn't allowed
was
at my prom.
Baywatch, and what was the other one next to it? It was Baywatch, and I forget the other
not
one.
sure if it was Baywatch.
But our thing
It
was there
right
too.
by-
That was Sachem tradition. After prom, everyone went out to east
Had
to
the pool,
Baywatch.
it was
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I skipped prom, but I went to the after party.
They had a
I
they had a
didn't-
huge party after my prom, but we took a bus out, dropped everyone off at the beach, and then I came back for another little house party that was like more private.
Yeah.
And all my friends, remember my friend Andrew Doran and
Yep.
a bunch of other friends were out at the beach, and they were like, as soon as they took the beer out, like an hour later, the cops were like jumping out of the trees.
Wow. Yeah, because they're waiting for them. They know.
They're waiting
They're
for
not
them.
stupid. And those cops out there, they got nothing better to do. And that's a source of income for them because they don't make many arrests. So now they just arrest a bunch of kids for underage drinking on the
They look
beach.
forward to it.
Oh, they
Yeah.
can't wait.
Wait, so I want to just close this out, this segment, so really quick. But, you know, in the end, all right, parenting is not fucking easy, and you have to parent separately for each kid. Things are different. But you need to know what your kids are doing. Like, my daughter's phone's connected to me. Valentina, who's 4 years old, she has a child set YouTube, but it's my YouTube. So if anybody goes on my YouTube and sees that I watch fucking, Elsa videos and Clay videos, it's not me. This is actually my daughter's.
I don't
we
think
share
the
it.
people listening will ever be on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, it's all connected, so if they see me in here, I had people subscribe to me
What are they
thinking it was
making
a
out of
YouTube.
clay?
Yeah,
Dildos?
but they can't see what videos you're watching, is what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying.
thought that it
weird.
shows like
No.
recently viewed.
No,
No,
no.
Oh.
For you,
I
it
don't know.
does.
I don't know. I mean, I see it when I turn my phone on. All these fucking hoodle-hoolies.
See, I think with Lewis too. I don't think Lewis. I have a lot of fear in him, and I don't think his fear overcomes his curiosity yet.
Sure, not yet.
Yeah.
I look, of course, in
Yeah.
his switch every now and then to see his internet, what he's looking at, and I look at this and
He's
nothing.
very pure. I can't even say, do you think that
Jeff
girl's
has
cute without him freaking out?
nothing sexual yet. No
Yeah.
porn. No interest in
Yeah.
girls yet.
See,
Everything
and
is
I would have
still-
thought him hanging out with the older kids because I kind of grew up that way too.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
grew up with women all around him. Jeffrey had me and my mom.
Yeah.
When he was a baby, and
Yeah.
we all lived with my mom.
Yeah, no, I was just
Jeffrey was
solo.
with me and my mom.
I'd come
all
home
the
from
time.
school, literally throw my book bag in the house, and because no one was there, so then I was just out.
How easy.
Yeah.
Out for the rest of the day until
Yeah.
I decide to come home, pretty much.
No, we came home, we
Yeah.
did homework, we cleaned the house, then we ate dinner, went to bed.
Yeah, I see.
Homework,
I
what's
see
that?
I see it now. With Jeffrey because I'm actually raising him every day, and it's hard because I remember how I grew up. I lost my virginity when I was right before I was 12.
I was
And
13 or 14.
and I got caught selling porn in
Well,
junior high
Playboys.
school.
Junior high
Playboys,
school.
Well,
right?
it wasn't
Yes.
just Playboys.
Oh, there was more.
Because I
What?
became friends with the guy at the card store on
Stationery.
Portion Road, the stationery store, and he would sell me the videos.
How did you become friends
And
with the
then-
stationary guy at 12 years
Oh,
old?
Mark
You know?
looked like my buddy.
And
Though.
then-
Everybody wanted to be his
I
friend.
was the cool guy. I'm the mayor.
Do you have
So
something you want to tell us? I got a
used-
doll. You could show us. All right.
Show us
I
what
had
happened when you
two
went to the stationery
VHSs,
store.
and I would copy them. So I would buy a 10-pack of VHSs,
And then,
buy a
burn
porn,
'em.
burn them.
Small business right there, especially in junior high school, of course.
Pretty smart, yeah.
And I gave
My
it all
dad's
to Sarah
collection of
Lanuto.
like collector Playboy was in
Yeah.
his locker, and that's how he got caught because
I
they
know.
found him. And my dad was like, "Yo, fucking sell my play." I was
Yeah.
literally like, "Oh my god,
was
Mark."
crazy.
You know what's so crazy?
Aren't you
Because-
also the dummy who cut up the pillows with the sword or something?
Yes, when we were, I tell that story. Me and my brother, we were young. All right, my dad had samurai swords because he was a 6th-degree black belt, and my brother and I were in his room, and he had feather pillows, and we were playing a game. We were playing the Ninja Turtles, and so I was swinging the pillow, and he had the sword, and there's fucking feathers everywhere. And Mark, tell me this isn't true. He walks in the room. We're both fucking filled with feathers, and he's like, "Motherfucker!" He kicks my brother like this. Mark goes flying and he throws the fucking broom at me. He's like, "Clean that shit up." We were like, "Oh my God." Mark was like, "He just kicked me. He just kicked me." We were like, "Oh," Mark and I, no joke.
You're lucky
Mark,
that's all he did.
Mark and I got the
That was
brunt
great.
of everything because Desiree and Robert were old enough where, they were in almost in their teens. He didn't fuck with us. It was always me and Mark that were annoying. And they would always
Annoying.
blame everything on us. It's the truth. They blamed everything on me, Desiree for sure. And it was always us. We were the annoying ones.
You were the
so
fall guy.
I was the
And
fucking
I was the
fall
baby.
guy. I was. And yes, it's
You
true.
know why though? Because you're the black sheep of the group.
I was. I was the black
And-
sheep my
and
whole life.
You know
with
what?
them.
You're the easy fall guy because honestly, who's not going to believe Jessica didn't do it?
Exactly. Well, you know what? Because I used to be explosive.
Yeah, I would have
used to
loved
be-
you as a sibling because I'd be like, I didn't do that. Jessica must have done it.
Motherfucker, I was explosive like that. I was like that with my family. I don't know. It's just, whatever. It is what it is. And I didn't care. I take it. And guess what? I'd take it again if he was alive. God rest his fucking soul.
Yeah, but I think that's the key. Is like I saw how I grew up, and being so sexualized, I think it destroyed all my relationships. It destroyed my perception of relationships, how I connect with people, because everything is based around sex.
Yeah.
And finally at 35,
Well, and
I'm-
that's the thing. You see women as objects. And I'm not saying that to even make a joke. You really do. You see them as sexual devices. And
It's hard.
that's pretty much it.
It's hard because again with broken relationships and having a difficult time, my ex-wife with Carlo.
Oh, yeah,
and,
women will fuck
my
you up.
ex, and then also again my upbringing. It's almost like you know what, I was right when I was 12 and 13 years
Yeah.
old,
Right.
looking at just porn and just having sex and just
It's
hooking
easier
up
that
with people.
way.
It was and so now it really curbs your perception on how you interact with
Yeah.
people, and it makes it difficult. And I'm trying to keep Jeffrey away from that as much as possible. I
Right.
want him to really start to bridge friendships, and it's really hard in this age of the internet where there is no
and
connection.
we deal
And
with that
even when
too
you
with
do
Lewis,
make a
too.
friend, it's not like, hey, I'm going to come over your house and hang
Well,
out.
you ring the
It's,
doorbell.
Oh, when
There's
I
no
get
calling.
home, we'll video chat or we'll
Right.
text.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And I couldn't wait. I don't understand. I couldn't wait to get out of the fucking house.
No, it's true. Well, we grew up in a very different type of household. My dad was very strict, and but either way, like when we were kids, it was like I moved out at 16. I moved out at 14. I was like, fuck this. I don't need this kind of rule. And this,
Right.
and it was very hard at my house because my dad kind of ran it like a military, but not military. And it was punishment was cleaning and yelling and lecturing. And so we kind of grew up like that. Even with my kids now, my husband will look at me and be like, "It's been an hour. Are you done?" And I'm like, fuck, yes, did I get my point across? Because we have that. The yelling, the screaming, the cursing. That's just kind of where we fucking came from. That's just what it is. So, now you look at kids and you go, they're crying because they can't wear fucking pink to school. It's like, well, then don't wear fucking pink. Like, why are you crying about it? God, it's pink. Like,
Because parents,
that's
and
how
we're
they're
guilty
so
of it
sensitive.
too.
They're so sensitive.
We're guilty of it too, though, because no, Valentina. No, Valentina. All right, shut the fuck up.
And that's it. I'm like, here, no, that's what they do. Well, hey.
We both do it. I'm not looking
Don't-
at just you.
There are some times where I'm like, you know what? If it's something that I really don't care about, fine, fucking take it. If I said no to begin with because I was in a bad mood, then yes, I will give it to her. But now I'm like, you know what? You don't fucking like it? Go in your room and cry about it because I don't want to fucking hear it. Straight up. I love you, but I don't want to hear it. It's stupid. I'm not arguing about it.
I have a picture of one
have
of
to
my
see-
favorite
it's
pictures of
fucking
Lewis.
hysterical.
Like, I mean, Frankenstein, so
Stiff.
stiff
On the floor.
screaming, crying, and I literally looked at him. I took the picture, walked over him, and I was like, "Man, you're gonna be there, bro.
Have fun with
you
that.
are not getting
Well,
whatever the
have
fuck
fun
you want."
with that.
I was like, "You can do that shit all night. I don't give a.
just
I'll
not
fucking
a
turn the
soft
TV
parent.
up."
Yeah, I'm just not
Yeah.
soft like that. I love my children. I love them as more than the air that I breathe. However, you're not gonna fucking terrorize my life. You're gonna be. You wanted me to treat you. Valentina again. She's 4, and on the weekends I let her stay up and watch movies with us and cuddle. I don't say bedtime. I'm like, hang out, spend time. If she stays up till 11 o'clock and she's cranky, I said, because you're fucking cranky, tomorrow's 10:30. Mess it up again, it'll be 10 o'clock. Good night. That's how I talk to her. I don't want to. Oh, you're not tired yet? Do you want me to play with your hair? No. Go to fucking sleep. I'm done. It's been 8 to 11 p.m. I'm done with you. Good night.
Bedtime.
Bye.
Later.
All right, bye. Yeah, bye. Gotta go. I love you. But let somebody pick on my son at school, and I'm calling every fucking mother, principal, whoever I gotta do. Just go to bed when it's bedtime. Shh. I'm done. We didn't get to half the things. We have to get to this subject.
All right, okay.
I'm bringing it up because now let's lighten up the
Bring
mood.
it up.
Go ahead. What do you got?
This is awesome. There's a new sex toy.
Oh, here we go.
This sex toy is not
Is this
just
a video you're watching?
it is a video. I'm going to put it on my Instagram, my Twitter, so everybody can watch it. But for you guys, I'm going to basically explain it, and then you can watch it on there.
All right.
They came out with a dildo that you can put your passed on lover's ashes, handkerchief, picture, fucking socks, spray smell. You put it in the middle of this dildo. It has a whole packing kit of a way you can set it up, and pack it up, and change the things out. And it's waterproof. It doesn't get anything in there. So if you put the ashes in, they're safe. It's
Hope
an
it's
urn.
waterproof.
It's a sex toy that contains the ashes of your dead lover.
Now, this goes back to sexual deviancy. Like, just get a dildo. Why do you
Who
need this?
is fucking someone who's
That's
going,
what I'm saying.
I love this.
That's a
I
form.
love
Of, that's a
this.
form of necrophilia. You're
is
fucking a
fucked
dead
up.
person, technically, right?
And this is
Mark, what's your opinion?
I think it's
Cantaloupe?
Crazy.
Give it to us, Cantaloupe.
No. You were
Go ahead.
No, people are buying this.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
this
thing.
is a thing.
It's a thing.
This is a top
This
seller.
has 11,000 views so far.
Well, it's a thing. I don't know how many people bought it. I don't know if it's a
little
one-off, but
disturbing or something. But there's a lot of people are out there that are just very
I think this guy's opening the market
not
for
getting
this thing.
past their loved ones. So I can kind of like
But
see if
that's
Wait,
beyond
no, wait.
morbid.
older
Wait a minute.
or
That
Wait
is
a minute.
beyond morbid.
If
Let me stick
my-
your ashes in a
Wait.
dildo.
I'm trying
Wait.
to justify it here.
There's no
Let
justifying.
me just let
They
me
make
explain.
dildos without ashes in them.
Trying to give
They do.
I would find it more realistic. Listen, I would find it more realistic if they put a picture of him in there for visualization. Okay, listen, because think about it, right? We're visual. When Rocky and I are having sex, first of all, we're like into the lights and the shadows and all that stuff. But when you're like in the moment of having sex, you close your eyes. You visualize that feeling that you have. So for them, maybe I could see. Maybe I don't know. I could see someone saying, "I'm going to put a picture in there and turn it into like it's him." I don't know. But ashes.
No.
Ashes.
No.
Ashes, girls? Ashes, right?
I have probably, I don't know if they're still out there, but probably a good 8 or more molds of myself that I gave as gifts to
Really?
the people I was dating.
What?
That's awesome.
Wait a minute.
That's arrogance
still
right there.
fuck you?
That's arrogance. Like they're like, oh, it's my birthday.
my-
I wonder what he's
When
going to
I
get
find
me.
out my little
And-
brother's been doing,
and his
he's
gift
molding
is,
his cock.
I think my dick is so
Holy
good
shit.
that I went
I'm
and
gonna
molded it and gave it
wrap
to you
up
as a gift.
Can
Right,
you
but I
fucking
think-
stand him right now?
But
Not that they can just pull your pants off
Hold
and
on,
fuck
this
you
is
right there.
No, you know,
once,
I'm away a lot
8
sometimes.
times he's done this.
I think
Multiple times.
I think that that makes sense. Where it's
Everyone's getting one. Oh, this is awesome.
Everyone's
You're my
getting one.
hero.
Captain Spaulding just wrote something great. We all know who Paul Bearer is, the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Imagine instead of the urn, he just had a dildo
dildo.
filled with ashes.
He'd walk in the room like,
Undertaker, instead of like doing this, he blows it.
Yeah, he sucks it. Yes.
That's how he gets his power.
That's the next spoof Saturday Night Live. It's got to be.
Man.
8 times.
Is that not the most ridiculous? I mean, can you come out with something else? That's a little bit ridiculous. So let's talk about something creepy, dudes. I have to get this out there. This woman, okay, in Tennessee, of course. I don't know if you know where this place is, Josh, but it's
Tennessee,
Mount
Tennessee.
Juliet, Tennessee. Police officers found this man here.
Oh, nice hair.
Yeah, he looks like a caveman.
That's nice.
No, really.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Like Roman Reigns.
I don't even want to look at him
does
yet.
look good, Roman
I
Reigns.
want to hear the crime because I always say,
Wait.
typically in weird crimes,
Go ahead.
the guy that you see always fits it.
Yeah.
Like you'll see something like
Yeah, that's a good point.
guy rapes pig while chicken watches. You know what I mean? and you see the
Oh,
picture.
chicken cheers it on.
You see the picture of the guy and you go
Imagine
exactly what I. Yeah,
what I
yep,
thought.
that fits.
All right, so this woman found
Okay.
in the crawl space of
Oh,
her
yeah.
14-year-old's closet, living in the crawl space of her house, that when she would go to work or go to bed, he'd come down and he'd be with the daughter, and they'd go back up and lived in her fucking
They have
house.
a picture of him.
Yep.
I'm gonna say he looks kind of stonerish, maybe like longish hair, right?
You didn't
Let me
see the story
see.
yet?
I fucking knew it, dude. I fucking knew it. You see that?
It's amazing. He lived in a crawl space?
Dude,
It's on Twitter. You know the attic
How
in your
old
room?
is this guy?
Yeah.
That's a crawl an attic. He was in her
he
fucking
looks.
closet.
I mean, he's got a beard. He's got to be between.
He's 20. He's 20. Hold on, I got it. He's in his 20s.
And she's 14.
Yep.
Oh, my
14.
God.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have
Fuck.
left that fucking crawl space. I would have
That's
murdered
insane.
him in it and
That's
then
fucking
fucking sealed
insane.
it up.
It says
That's
it all
insane.
about, aggravated criminal trespassing.
There's no
and
dad
all
in
the
that girl's
sexual
life, by the
stuff.
way.
No, yeah, I don't know. It didn't say
Uh,
dad. It
there's-
said mother found him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
14-year-old daughter.
No, that's
yep.
fucking crazy.
How did the mother find them?
I guess she found him
lives
up
in a
there.
house.
It said, hold on.
I think you're gonna
How do
notice.
you not know someone's living in
Listen.
your
That's what I'm
house?
saying.
They
Yeah.
arrested him. That she found him in the attic once. I guess he was in her room, and she found out where he was.
How are you not constantly
They
looking into
arrested
that?
him, and he went to jail, came out of jail, and went back. They got him twice
Oh my
in her
God.
fucking house. Dude, listen to me, Matthew. Find something else to do.
This
all
is
right?
again sexual deviancy.
fucking
Yeah, no,
disgusting.
that's
Did you guys ever watch the Chris Hansen shit? The Catch a Predator?
How does 14-year-olds
No, yeah, yeah,
satisfy
Someone
a man?
commented that
That's a
Chris Hansen's from
baby
Minnesota,
still.
though.
Like, fuck,
But there was
disgusting.
this one Catch a Predator where they do the normal thing. Guy comes into the house, gets busted, right? The next day they do a sting at the McDonald's, and the same
Same
fucking
guy.
guy
Yep.
shows up at
Yep.
the McDonald's.
Oh.
Yep.
He's like, "Are you?" Chris Hansen, like he was like,
Did you just show? What about the guy showed up naked?
he's like, "Are
The
you
guy showed
fucking
up
kidding me?"
naked.
He's like, "You got caught yesterday."
He walked in naked with beers, Mark, and he goes, "What are you
Don't
doing?"
they go to jail if they get caught?
Of
At
course-
first they didn't. At first they didn't have police waiting for him because it was kind
It
of
was
like
like
an
a
entrapment
warning.
type
Yeah.
thing or
Right.
something. But then once they changed, I don't know what it was. It was
Yeah.
state to state, I guess.
Now they walk out and then the cops.
Yeah,
are
but
waiting outside
and the
for
guy
them.
would think he was getting off. He's like, "Whoof, dodged the bullet there." And then as soon as he walks out, fucking lights on him, they're handcuffed.
Shit.
They had guys coming out in ghillie suits at one point. You remember that?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Like in the bush suits. If you guys don't know what ghillie suits are, it's like you're wearing a bush pretty much. Or
Oh
like,
my god!
Yeah, it is.
Just to tackle
I like
people as
that.
No,
well,
it
yeah.
is. It's a hunting thing, but or military, like snipers and shit use them. But they had to the point where they were coming. I'm like, that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? We're grabbing ghillie suits for this? I think a couple uniformed officers waiting at the door is more than sufficient. No,
Fucking crazy.
like we need to get the sniper team in and SWAT.
Oh,
it's a pedophile. It's not fucking John Gotti or anything. Jesus.
All right, guys. So listen, finishing up the show, I have one more topic. I think it's going to be a great one because there's 3 men to 1 woman here.
Oh, here we go. We're
So
wrestling?
no, we're not wrestling. But
Is
if
this-
we
is
were,
this-
let them know how fucking
is this
good I am.
the
Mark.
list?
This is the list.
The list.
All right, so women reveal why they dislike going down on men. Okay, so
I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
want a
give
dick
you
in my
guys-
mouth either.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go-
blame them.
I'm going to go over a couple topics and I'm going to give my input, and then I want you guys to talk about a few things that you don't like going down on girls because of. Okay, so I want your opinion orally with women.
Hold on. Even before we get to it, number one answer is
Why I don't like having cocks
no.
in
Why
my
you
mouth?
wouldn't go down on a girl? Number
Leave
one.
it to Mark.
Number one answer
Oh, the
why
other
you
Mark.
wouldn't want to go down on a
Time of the
girl.
month, yeah.
Time of the month. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Poor hygiene. Hair.
Smell. Yeah. Smell.
Hair. He said hair. He's like, I
He
like
said
it
hair.
fishy.
No. Smell.
Poor
I'm just
hygiene.
kidding.
Poor hygiene, man.
Yeah.
Poor
If-
hygiene.
And again, if I can smell it when you take your pants off, how have you not smelled it at this
You
point?
could smell it at the belly button. You should have been at the belly button first.
The belly button check.
I slept with women for about 10 years of my life. I'm just throwing it out there.
I check. I
Belly
sweat
button,
a lot.
you don't-
I mean, I work out all the
When you
time.
get down to
Yeah.
by the belly button, you can kind of smell the
Yeah,
odor.
but you know what it
Belly
is?
button smell?
Yeah.
No matter, even when we sweat, our balls and our ass don't create an odor.
No,
Our armpits
women-
will.
No, wait. Let me say, when women have
Yeah,
a
but
smell,
you know
it's
what
not
it is?
because they're not clean. It's because they have a yeast infection.
Oh God.
A clean pussy does not smell like anything. It
You're
won't
right.
taste like. So a girl who has a smell is because she has a yeast infection or a bacterial infection.
And they're dirty. That's
And
it.
they're dirty.
That's
Yeah.
poor
or
hygiene.
they don't know what it is, and they keep clean. Some girls will clean themselves and go, I don't know what this is. I knew what these things were before they even happened. I'm like, I am like a physical fucking psycho. I germaphobe. I clean my fucking doorknobs. Okay.
It's bad. The smell is bad.
You can
You know?
smell yourself.
Dude,
but
I had
the
a
girls
run
are-
where-
they don't think of it.
I had a run where like 3 girls in a row. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, "Jesus
Smelly
Christ!"
pussy.
I'm like, "What is wrong with these girls? Clean your shit."
You got smelly pussy.
But
Oh.
I'm not kidding. Like it was a run where like
I-
3 in a row, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What is
Yeah.
going on?"
It's about actually it's an infection that they get inside about too much yeast buildup, and that's not because they're actually dirty.
And this was first time. It's not like I was sleeping with
Yeah,
these
but it
girls
could
for
be
a
anything.
while.
It
It could be a
be
lot.
diet.
The underwear. It could
Yeah.
be the thong. If you wear a thong, you get yeast infection. Yeast infections are 99%
Yeah, but hold up.
common.
Can that smell build up from the time you showered and were naked?
Yes.
It can.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, but
All right,
this is
fair
the
enough.
thing. If you
Fair
have the
enough.
smell, all right, there's this 1-day treatment. So if you do this 1-day treatment, because again, it's 99% of women get yeast infections all the fucking time. It's not a goddamn disease. It's sometimes your body creates more yeast to break down bacteria, but it doesn't need to. So anyway.
How many to eat a loaf of bread made from yeast infection
Listen,
yeast?
yogurt, probiotics, all those things prevent those things from happening, which I take every day. So if you're a conscious female of your body, again, I'm 38 and I've had 3 children, natural childbirth, no plastic surgery, fixing myself. I did this by myself. My brother will tell you. This
I don't know how much I'm going to tell, but
what? No, but seriously though, it's what you're putting into your body and how you take care of your body as a woman. They're just not paying attention.
it's absolutely true. They're not taught how to take care of themselves.
They're not.
You know, people aren't taught how to take care of themselves, and like I was saying before, like I check myself all the time.
Yes,
because
yeah.
I work out sometimes, and then I go take Jeff to school, and then I'm hanging out, and then
Sweat
Sam wants
or-
to
See,
hook up,
I'll
and I'm
sh-
like, I know I smell. Let
Yeah.
me jump in the shower.
I'll
Yeah.
shower in the morning, and then when I come home, she's like, "Why do you need to take another shower?" I'm like,
He
"Because
showers at night, too.
if we plan on getting
don't wanna
intimate,
smell.
I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to
I
don't
smell.
wanna
I've
be the
taken
weird
I've
smelling
taken a shit
balls.
today, and now that alone, like that alone, I don't want to have sex
me
if I've
ask
taken
you.
a shit and haven't showered."
And we could be 100% right now. All right, I don't even care. And 100%. We were together for 7 years. Have you ever pulled down my pants and went, "What the fuck"?
Not once.
And I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Not
I'm
once.
saying I'm conscious. And I don't fart in front of my husband. I don't fuck. No, I'm a lady when it comes to the bedroom. I could curse all
Now
day.
let me ask you this too. Like, say the moment comes, you pull down, right, and all day you thought you were good, and a smell comes. Can you then in turn go inside, clean yourself up, and get that smell out?
No, you can go in
Okay.
there and rinse. No, but what you can go in there and rinse. But when you come, it's like a discharge you get. It's yeast. It's a discharge that comes out. It has a fishy smell because
No, but I'm saying in the beginning of it, like if she smelled even
No,
before
'cause
we
they're
started
gonna keep
fucking.
discharging.
it's gonna keep
It's the
coming
wetness,
out.
not the
Yes.
cum, the wet.
It's the wet. Yes,
All
it's
right,
gonna
all
keep
right.
coming
There's
out.
a difference.
But a yeast infection builds up by the cervix. Again, it's topical. It's not like something disease. It just happens sometimes with women. If they douche too much, they use tampons. It could be anything. So anyway, when you take probiotics or eat yogurts, you prevent these yeasts from building up. I take a lot of vitamins and all these greens. Sometimes my body will build up a lot of things I don't need. So then I do other things to break that down. Not a lot of people no women are
Can
conscious.
the yeast actually like become a thing, like in the pussy?
Yes, you will get like a.
Imagine
you'll
you
get
went
like
down on a chick and you lick, and all of a sudden there's something on your tongue,
You know what it's like? It's like a paste, and I
And-
only
and
know
it's
this.
thick white
listen,
paste.
and
I
it's
know
and
this.
it's yeast, and now you're like, oh no.
Let me be clear with everybody why I know these
How
things.
fucking disgusted would you be?
My best friend is a gynecologist, okay, and I had.
Sorry, I'm late, Frank. It's the end of the show.
Yeah, my best friend is a gynecologist, and I had uterine cancer. So I had all these things that they were looking for and checking for, and so she was telling me what all the tests were. So I know that there's like certain things that happen when you have cancers or when you have just discharges and when you have infections. And Erica, she's the best. I call. I'm like, hello. So today it's a little numb. What does that mean? She's like, you're gonna be fucking hitting menopause. I'm like, great, menopause is coming. So. I just know these things, and girls should know these things. I don't know why the fuck we're talking about yeast infections.
Spam Fear writes, ash dildos and yeast infections. I was going to order some sushi, but fucking just going to skip the dinner tonight.
Well, you know what? Not for nothing, but nobody talks about this on a regular basis. Men need to know, when a girl's dirty, it's not because she's having sex with a lot of men. It's because she's healthy, not taking care of her body on the inside.
Right, but that's the same unhealthiness. Mm-hmm. If you're not conscious of your body and taking care of it, and you're sleeping with a lot of people, either way, you're neglecting yourself.
Right, but a lot of men will pass a girl, smell her, and go, "Oh, she smells because she's sleeping with men." It's not that. It's actually an inside problem. They're not taking care of their women's organs.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And each other.
So why aren't people blowing people?
Okay, so number one, we got off the subject of yeast infections. Fuck. What happens in our fucking life?
I gotta be the
I don't
leader
even care.
in this group?
We have a lot of people
Jesus
here. We can have
Christ.
15 minutes past show.
I want to know why we're not getting blown.
Number one reason, it stinks. They say a lot of men are not as hygienic, like take care of themselves, and people who are uncircumcised,
powder, everything.
Men have like a smell. They call it like a schmegma. That's what they say. It's like a
You
schmegma.
ever talk to a guy
Disgusting.
and you bring up powder and they're like, powder?
If you're
What do you use
uncircumcised,
powder
I feel
for?
bad. Go get it
I'm
done.
I look at them and I'm like they're an alien. What do I use powder for? Do you not have nuts?
When I was in college,
for my
I had
balls
a couple of my
and my
roommates,
ass. That's what I use it for because they sweat and it's uncomfortable.
I'm shocked to find that people don't use it.
It's the most obscene thing to me when a guy doesn't use powder.
It's hard. You gotta, again, even as weird as it sounds, is I used to use Johnson's baby powder all the time.
Oh no, shower to shower, bro.
And they're now they're finding all these cancer things in them and stuff like that. So you got to find the healthier products.
I never trust those Johnsons.
I use Gold Bond organic, no GMO powder, no talc.
Shower to shower.
Talc is the killer.
Talc is the killer. Yep. I have no talc powder, and I do this because again, Erica, thank you, baby girl. Let me know that I should not be using baby powder. Baby girl. So the number two reason it's not fair, so I'm going to incorporate it with number one. It says a man's private actually tastes way too gross.
What?
Which is not true.
We don't taste like anything.
Exactly. It's not true at all. I've never tasted anything when I sucked my husband's dick. Sorry.
It's just like kissing someone on the lips.
Yeah, no, his dick tastes great.
Yeah.
I know. My brother, he tested it out before I got married. That's how we roll in this family.
We had a speed run.
I want to check him out.
I want to know, are you good enough?
I want to make sure what's going on under that
Wait
hood.
a minute. This one's going to really feel good for you guys. What the fuck just happened here? What is this ad? What is this? Okay. 3. How do you fit that thing in your mouth?
What?
I don't care how big the guy is. You can open your mouth pretty wide.
I mean, let's call that guy and see if maybe this bottle will work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't,
I mean, I make molds and all, but let's be realistic.
I've seen porns with some guys pretty big dicks, and those girls manage to get them down the throat.
They might even fit just the head, even if the head of the first inch, but they fit that shit in their mouth. But however, if I have a very small mouth, I'm a small girl. You can do it if you want.
It opens up pretty wide, though.
If you want to do it. You can do it if you want to do it.
Next.
Ta-da-ta. As my little brother sits here. I'm sorry, I'm going to the next page. I got a little. The sight of it makes me want to throw up. That's stupid. I don't know.
Then why are you with men?
Yeah, that's number 4.
You don't like men. You're a lesbian.
Stupid. I like cock. I like the cock.
I hear that a lot. We hear that a lot. That women don't like the look of a man's penis. Like
some are disgusting. I've experienced one that was
any unclipped
and I
unclipped dick.
That.
You're a savage. Get your fucking dick clipped. All right, it's weird. It's gross and it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy.
I mean, I don't want to get into the technicality of this conspiracy, but
some people have fucked up looking dicks. Okay?
The religious reason that we follow circumcision has nothing to do with health.
I don't give a shit what it's for. It looks better.
It looks better. It feels better.
I mean, some people like the party hat. Either way, it looks like a penis when it's hard.
Listen, no, it doesn't. They always have like a half hat.
Not when they got that gross fucking skin sitting over it.
I haven't seen them side by side. I don't know.
I don't know how girls can fuck with an uncircumcised dick.
I have dealt with myself.
I couldn't.
One uncircumcised.
You couldn't do it?
No.
One crooked.
A regular dick all day long. Uncircumcised? No fucking way.
Listen, crooked on a dildo is all right because it hits the G spot. This motherfucker's cock was like straight up like a fucking candy cane.
Like a hook.
I looked at this. I was like, how do I roll over it?
Leatherface came by and hung a girl on his dick.
Oh my god!
I gotta wrap myself around like that and hook down like a fucking. I was like, I cannot do that. And then there was another time I was uncircumcised. I have to be honest with you, it was very, very
Gross.
Gross look. I thought of it. I immediately.
Say it, gross.
Wait, I
Simple.
immediately thought of an anteater. Okay, I was like, that looks like a
All right,
fucking anteater.
But going back to the main point.
She was like the
As-
fucking the
as a
guy's
man-
trying to get his cruiser back in Friday when Debo was like, "You want some too, old man?" She looked at that dick and was like, "Nope."
Nope. But I'm rude though. I'm actually very rude. And I was like, I'm sorry, but this is not for me.
Yeah.
I cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
ahead.
But like,
Go ahead, his boyfriend.
As a man, I'm attracted to women. This is my preference.
Yeah.
And I find every piece. I find the vagina very sexy.
No, but I've seen
find
some
it-
pussies and I'm like,
Yeah, I've
ugh,
seen some
that's
stuff
gross.
that's- yeah.
Your pussy's
Would
gross.
you feel like that about every pussy? I will show you one right now. And
Oh,
I want to know.
Blue waffle.
Google blue waffle.
Blue waffle.
What's number 5?
I don't. Oh yeah. All right.
All right,
Mark,
come
what's
on,
number
let's go
5?
with the list.
Yeah. Because I'm getting off track here, and now it's like we're going into.
We're way over time.
Who gives a shit? They're
I
having
know,
a good time.
I'm just
having a
saying,
good-
yeah.
I have nobody's my rules, man. Nobody's my rules.
My dick
Nobody's your
smells.
rules?
I need another drink.
Frankie wrote, "My dick smells like belly buttons."
Belly buttons. That's gross. You ever see a belly button when they like? You ever see a dirty person and they have like the fucking
Lint?
Yes. Ew. First
Dude,
of
I'll
all,
get that in just a
worst
day though.
Picture ever.
Wearing a wife
Yeah.
beater.
Worst picture.
I mean, how tight is her fist?
That's the worst picture ever.
She doesn't have a
Yeah,
cock
yeah.
in there.
That's the worst. It's not exactly. Well,
No.
I mean, some guys suffer. You never know. All right, here we go. That stuff doesn't fit in your mouth. The next one was.
I always wonder, like guys with really small, how do they
Slide
fuck?
it, throw up.
Right? Like
When
you
they have
can't get a
little
good
dicks.
pump going. You know, you need at least a good
It's
pump.
too tiring of a job. You lazy bitches.
That's ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. I don't get these muscles just from hair, okay? I
All
fucking.
right.
I'm married now. It doesn't matter. I'm your older sister. It don't matter. I throw it down. 'cause
You
it's
listen
my
to our
husband.
sexual escapades.
No, but I'm saying because I'm his wife. Fuck that. I'm saying because I'm his wife, and that's what you do as a wife. You know, plus you love
No,
the person.
yeah,
Why don't
absolutely.
you want to do it?
Listen.
Want to hear about Hito?
Girls
No,
want
he doesn't
guys
wanna hear about
to go
you.
nuts. Girls want guys to go crazy when they're going down on the girl. Do it right, and you know what? Guys need the same.
You ever
thing.
run into this girl?
Enthusiasm goes. A
I know
long
you
way.
have.
It does.
I know
it
you
does.
have.
Taking
because
the time out.
We've all run into this girl. I don't do that.
Yeah.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
I
You
ran
don't
right
do
past that girl.
Yeah. No, you're disposable now. You're gone.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. You think I'm gonna fucking eat your box and you're just gonna lay there and then that's it? No, fuck you. Greedy bitch.
Well, however, I think that is not the answer when it comes to new relationships. People should take their time.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about that, but what I'm saying is the girl who's just no,
I'm
I
just
don't
throwing
do
it out
that.
there.
No,
If you're
sex
young,
is
take your
supposed
time.
to be the getaway.
Young,
for both.
take your time.
If
Like,
you're not
it-
having the most fun having sex that you're having in your life,
Yeah, like if you don't have,
you're doing it wrong.
If you don't have the most fun with his balls in your mouth, then you guys should
Yeah.
be
I do
married.
love his balls.
No,
in my
but
mouth.
seriously, I'm sure you enjoy sex just as
I
much
do
as
one
I
of
do.
these. I go like this,
And I make it a
put
point
in
of
the pocket.
pride to have really good
That's-
sex because I enjoy it and I want to make
Yeah.
sure they
It's
enjoy
for
it as
our
well.
enjoyment, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's a
you know
point of
what?
point.
It's a part of the penis. I think it should be enjoined into the conversation.
No, but there's also people that just want to rush through it, and I'm like, "What's the rush? This is great. We're having fun. Why would you
I
want to
think
stop
I rush
this?"
when he's going down on me. I can't take more than 3 minutes where I'm like, just let me fuck you, and he's like, give me a minute. I'm like, fuck. He's like, give me another minute. It's like, you want to just do it? He's
Yeah.
like that, but
No, that's
you know,
good.
yeah. Well,
I'm glad to
So-
hear that you take care
I
of her.
can't.
Rocky.
I hope you sleep good tonight.
he's a very good. Oh, please, like I don't know my brother. Are you done? I once chased one of my brother's girlfriends down the LIE in my car, trying to kill her because she
remember
was
that.
at my mom's house. And my mom said she wasn't allowed there. I came home visiting. I didn't live there.
Tiffany.
I came home visiting,
Tiffany.
and she was in. I'm like,
course
Mark,
it
what are
was
you
a
doing?
Tiffany.
I'm like, can you let me in the room? He goes, I'm not letting you in the room. I'm like, why not?
She
He's
was
like,
amazing.
you're not coming in the room. Yeah, she's amazing. Her mother bought him boxer shorts for Christmas. when
Has
he was
anyone ever
14
married a
years old.
Tiffany?
I bought-
I've never met a married Tiffany.
Listen, she was in the house.
I bought her parents the booby and penis pastas
Yeah.
for Christmas
Listen,
one year.
I
and they
gave
bought
her
me boxers.
time, Rocky. I gave her time to get out of my house, okay? Because now the upstairs, I'm trying to get Mark in the picture.
Yeah.
The upstairs.
She's holding the fucking door open.
No,
10,
no,
9,
that, tell me I wasn't that sister. No, she was in the room, and I went down the stairs, and I'm like, she better get the fuck out of here. And all I hear is boom. Desiree goes, let's get in the car. I'm like, fuck this bitch.
Chasing us.
Now, why I didn't like her, okay? Because my brother was only 15.
I was younger than that.
Yeah, 14 at the
14,
time.
15.
Her mother bought him boxer shorts for Christmas. He did a striptease for somebody's sweet 16. Like I felt the mother enjoyed it. It was a weird fucking thing. Okay,
no, she
the
liked
mom
me
wanted
too.
him.
That's
the
a-
mom.
that's a
All
very popular
so
porn. She
Here's
was
my
wonderful.
mom.
She
Here's
was
my
sweet
mom
lady, sweet lady.
telling me,
Did you bang this
watch
mother?
after your little brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. We have something much bigger going on here.
Listen, I have a lot of followers. Go on.
No.
So listen.
scoop
So
right
now
there.
the girl runs out the door, okay? And here I come, like, fuck that. I jump in my car and I'm so far next to my brother going, pull over. And he was like, no, Jessica, please. And she's like this, hiding in the fucking seat. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill her. My mom said she don't want to hear. I don't fucking. It was
Same time?
It was great.
My brothers, let me tell you, the one thing is, I know it was annoying. However,
great.
when they needed me, I fucking came running in the goddamn snow.
Yeah,
It didn't
I didn't
matter.
need you then.
No.
I was getting mine.
Yeah.
No, I know,
Mommy
but
needed
At this
mommy
point, he's
needed
like,
me.
dude, you're cock blocking
You
me.
were the watchdog.
Yeah, you were cock blocking at
That's
that
right.
point.
Mommy sucked me on you, and I went to check, and she was there, of course.
That's all right.
Listen, that's how we roll.
It was
you know?
fun. It's a story I love telling.
I love telling that one and my Justin Santillo story.
Which we'll save for the next time.
Of course we will, guys. And we actually have been
Called
going
a teaser.
Is that what that's called? How to say that again?
A teaser.
A teaser.
A teaser.
Teaser. I think we said it the same.
Go ahead, get your 50 plugs out.
All right, I don't have 50 plugs, but I do have a lot of people that I would like to shout out. And let me start with my fucking favorite, who's not here with us tonight, Nicole. Sweet Temptations by Nikki. You can find her on Instagram for any of your baking needs, Long Island, and she does bring and deliver. She's amazing. Check out strengthandsparkle.com for all of your makeup needs, unique. I have the mascara on right now, 4D is the new thing that just came out. Check it out. I do not want to forget to shout out my Opie Radio and my Carl Ruiz, Joey Salvia. I fucking love your voice. And I want to shout out all of our fans, everybody who supports us. We love you.
Also, we have a new Facebook.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Shush.
Shush, Rocky.
Also,
Jesus.
I would like to say that I appreciate my birthday song that was played on Super Ugly Show. You can find it Super Ugly Show on YouTube.
Get the Facebook in.
You say it again. I'm coming across this bar.
Facebook.
Oh my God, I can't stand it. I would like to also add, I have Jenny D. Jenny D is an empath. She does like energy readings, healing, stuff like that. Kind of talks to you. She can go back and forth about people on the other side. She can also talk about just energies that are around you. And if you need more information about Jenny D, please hit me up on Twitter, Jrabbit55. I want to give my one of my ride or die my entire life, my little brother here, Mark, the time to explain who he is and where you can find him for any of your needs, and then we'll go to Mark's statement games. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, all right. So you can go to Instagram. I don't have a Twitter yet, but as I'm starting to see, Twitter's the place to be. So I'm going to have to get a Twitter. But for now, Master of the Universe with a period in between each word. Master of the Universe. And I do all nutrition, diet, physical fitness, health-related issues. There are so many ways that we can improve your life, whether it's fitness or just diet and nutrition related. So
Big Josh, reach out to him.
you
Yeah.
can, you can find me on Instagram, and I post everything. I post my workouts. I post all kinds of, motivational
natural,
stuff
by
as
the
well.
way.
Again, all natural. I do
Yeah.
bodybuilding. I do CrossFit competitions, and the key is that when you focus in on what's most important to your body, you're going to see the results throughout the rest of your life, whether it's in your relationships, your attitude, and so on. So, again, hit me up, Master of the Universe on Instagram, and we can take care of whatever you need.
And we got Mark over here, Statement Games, baby. What do we got to do to find you?
Just it's statementgames.com. It's just an online game on, I guess, a little bit of a different twist on fantasy sports. Probably got another $20,000 or $30,000 worth of prizes that we're looking to give away for the remainder of the year. Check it out. Rack up some coins and exchange it for whatever you want.
He also was in the movie Hostel, if you want to take a look.
Spam
Here's
Fear,
Ollie.
I got to say, weird bachelor party you go to.
What did he say?
He went to a bachelor party with his brother-in-law, and it involved cock molding.
Oh.
Why are a bunch of dudes doing that?
That's weird.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never
His
done it
face.
with somebody.
Like, imagine
Rocky,
you
you wanna
show
make a
up,
mold together?
right? Like, hey, dude, I figure we gonna make
Let
some
me see
dick
your mold.
molds.
Show me your mold. I'll show you my mold.
But imagine you show up to a bachelor party and they're like, bro, we're gonna have a sick night. You know what we're doing first? What, dude? This is gonna
Molding
be
our
crazy.
dicks.
Strippers, blow. What are we doing? Dick molds.
Dick mold. And then afterwards, painting on balloons.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Arts and crafts here? Where's the fucking blowing hookers?
That's crazy.
You know,
We
it's a
need blowing
bachelor party.
hookers
That's
for a
funny.
good bachelor party.
That's
Guys,
funny.
of course, my amazing co-host, Rocky. I love you. Thanks for being my sidekick.
Still didn't get the Facebook out.
I was doing people of hosting.
This shit's getting.
Let's get to what's live. Of course, you can
Now
find
you see
us.
why I hit her?
Yeah. You can find us on Jrabbit55 Twitter, Super Ugly Show Twitter, Rocky Sus 1 Twitter. That's shut down. Go to Rocky Sus Instagram. Go to RRJ Super Ugly Show on Facebook. Join the Super Ugly Show Facebook group.
It's Super Ugly Show, and This Is Life.
Oh, I'm on there too.
Facebook group.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, go and add yourselves there so you guys can be involved in all the conversations together as a community. Let's build a community.
I also had a MySpace that I've taken down also. It was Rocky, you know.
I found my MySpace. It's
No,
still
but
up.
I mean, she brought up my Twitter that's taken down, so I'm like, let's bring up other things that I don't have anymore. You know? My first call was in 1990 Maximum.
Who brought it up?
You did. You go Rocky SUS on Twitter, Rocky SUS1 on Twitter, but it's taken down. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah,
so
but
Rocky
I still tag you and
SUS.
stuff. No, but I still tag you and stuff. That's why I'm saying it. Don't be funny. I still tag that name, and you still get notifications.
I
Do you
know,
not?
baby.
Do you not?
I know.
Come
You get
on,
notifications?
That was good.
No.
That was good.
What do you mean? You told me you could see.
I could see.
Oh, you ding
I
dong.
can see Twitter. I
Well,
can't- I
now
don't
that
get
we all know he's
notifications
a
or
ding
nothing.
dong, we appreciate.
I don't know how
love
that
you
makes me a
all.
ding dong.
Go to our Facebook. It's a new group. It's a ding dong because you are.
Bullying. You're a
Find
bully.
it. I am, and I'll bully you later.
Good.
Find out.
Bully,
check
bully.
everybody. Rewind. Retweet. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.